everybody, hello, and welcome back to, well, this is part 2 really of this envelope journal that we're making. We have made part 1, which was all making the bones of it and covering it all with papers, and now it's putting the journal in, decorating, blah 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 blah. So I have made myself a little journal section, and I've used 5 sheets of coffee stained paper cut to size, and they are just a little bit shorter than the overall height of the journal, and they are made just to go in that section there, so they're the right width for that. So we need to get those sewn in. I should say, yeah, they are the right width, but allow yourself a little bit of room on each side, just so it doesn't get caught in the mechanism, as it were. So you can see there, I've got a little bit down here, a little bit down there, so that's fine. So we need to sew that in. We need to make sure that these are sewn as well. So it's a slightly more complex than your average bear. No. So I want this fairly in the middle, this one here, and that fairly in the middle there. They don't have to be, you can move them around. I've made them all different ways on, but for this I'm just going to pretty much centralize them, which is about there. Then I'm going to put let me get my clips to the ready, actually. All sorts of clips, because I don't know which I need. Get my big ones out, get my little ones out. Right. So make sure that your journal pieces are pushed right into that V. You've seen me do this 100 times, so I'm not going to dwell on it. Equal space, top and bottom. Clip those in. But you can only clip the journal pages. You can't actually reach the envelopes on the outside. So I don't know if I have got clips. Will they reach? I don't think so. No, but they will reach that one, so that's a bit of a help. Stop that one flapping about. Would be great. Right, okay, so we've made some progress. This one is loose, so we're just going to have to do our best to hold that. Right, pokey tool. So looking at my journal and looking where the centre of this is, so I'm just looking like this. I want it there, so I'm just going to lift this up and push my pokey tool through, and it takes a bit of going through because it's got hessian and glue and all sorts of things on. So I want one hole there. The next hole I want to be just catching this, well, not just catching it, about 1/2 inch in from the bottom of that outer envelope, which I think is about there. Let's give that a chance. Try. Yeah, perfect. Goodness, what's going on? And the bottom one, I would like it to be just lower than that envelope there, so it's holding that in. So about there, let's say there. Yes, my goodness, I'm on a roll. Shouldn't speak too soon, might all go wrong yet. So this about there. Let's try that. Oh yes, marvellous. And this one, same as the other one, just I think it's about there. Yes. Right, so we've got 5 holes, so I am actually going to do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch for this one. That's not normally what I do. I normally just do 3 holes, but this, with all the loose bits on the outside, it kind of needs that 5 holes. So I'm going to attempt to use this hemp that I've used throughout the journal, actually. So let's see if I can find a thinnish bit to thread through my needle. It is a bit lumpy and bumpy, this hemp. Parts of it are thinner than others. And I've got my needle. It's not a perfect bookbinding needle, this, but you know, it's what I always use and it does the job. Now, in order to get this thread through here, I'm going to employ a Mr. F trick, which is just rub your finger over the glue stick and then twist the end of the thread, and ooh, it should just whiz through that hole like that. What a genius the man is. Don't tell him I said that, for heaven's sake. He is in here, but I don't think he's listening. He just tunes me out, you know. Right, so that should go straight through there, and it does. Excellent. So leave yourself an end, and then through the next hole down. That's not coming out in the middle. This is going walkabout. Sometimes they do, because this one isn't held in place. That's the curse. That's it. So you just have to sort of circle a bit. No way around it. And then out through the bottom one. That should be easy enough, and it is. Then back through that second bottom one, which is still wanting to be naughty. So put it in through that hole. And then if we get that lined up, it should be all right, I think. It's just a little bit trickier, this, because of this, as I say, that floating one on the outside. No, doesn't want to. I'm going to pull that all the way through, so that I don't have to hold that anymore. And then see if we can get that through there. Well, that's it. I was just about to give up on it. Right. So these all need tightening, but don't worry about that at the moment. Then into the second one from the top, and that should go through there quite easily, yes, and out through that hole there. Right, so far so good. In through that top hole that we made. Yeah, that's fairly straightforward. Then into the second top one. This is the awkward one because this has moved again, but that's fine. And then into the middle one, and that's your last move there. So I don't know if I can get this in one. Doesn't look like it. So I'll go in through that one. Trying not to split your cord if you can, but so just bring that through, and then I'm just going to put that through there, and hopefully that will be the middle. Yes. Right, let's pull that through. Ow, sharp point. Right, so now we have the job of tightening all of these up, because they're all very floppy. So holding on to, which was the first one? I think that's my last one. Right, first one. So it went down to there, then up here, and just keep following it through, following your twine through until it's all nice and tight. And it sometimes can take a little while, this, to get these nice and tight. That one's good. This one just needs a little bit more messing around with. Let's just sort that out. You still want one thread on each end there, you know, each side of the the long stitch, should I say. Yeah, that bottom one needs tightening. I can't remember which one it is now, but I think my thread is split, that's the problem. Yeah, I think it's split there. Pull that as tight as I can without... Right, let's see what that's like now. Yeah, that's good. Pleased with that. Let's just make sure that that top one's tight. I had that nice and tight and now it's not. I don't know why that is. That's it. That's it. So yeah, there's no way around this. You've just got to keep messing around till you get them tight. And then when you get them tight, tie a knot. Shout hallelujah. Oh, I didn't know that tore actually, but it obviously does. So I think I've just got enough to tie a double knot in here. Blimey. Okay, and cut that. Well, I'll chop this end off, the one that's split, because that's no good. But I'm going to put a bead on this end here. I've never had that tear on me before. It's bananas. Ooh. So I've got a nice little purple bead there. And I'm going to employ the same technique to thread this through the bead. Bit of glue stick on the end. Through the bead. And then just work out how long I want it. I want it just coming out the end of the journal. So about there. So let's just tie a double knot. Just going to put the string through the loop a couple of times. Like that. Let's just check that that's... Oh yeah, that would come off, so let's tie another knot there. And after about 10 knots, it'll be alright. That's it. That is not coming past there, I tell you. Cut that off and there's your bead. Lovely. I think we've actually done it. Put my clips away. And then we can start doing the decorating bit. There. Doesn't that look nice with that bead down there? I like that. I might actually, wherever the middle is again, I might tie another piece of string in there and put another bead on it. Yeah, I might do that. We'll see when we come to the end. Yeah, the end. Right, so this gets nothing on it apart from a label. So let's get the box of labels out. This was a set of labels that I got from Blossom Paper Art, I think they're called, on Etsy. And they're really pretty labels, perfect for what we want. I've used most of them, this is just what I've got left. Let's have a look and see. Love's nice, isn't it? Love would be nice. Or that one. Oh, I don't know. No, this one. This one, I think. Yeah, that's the one, number 35. So let's just quickly ink around there and glue that on. Well, winter's arrived again today, I can tell you. Not your actual winter, but it's cold, it's breezy. It's just not a nice day. And we're in the middle of June. However, you have to get what they give you. So let's just stick this on up at the top there like that. Just sort of like a title for it, I guess. Number 35. Come in, your time is up. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. The other thing I want on here is an eyelet, because that's how I'm going to close it. So let's just find out where the middle is. Down there. 4 1/4, 2 1/8, I reckon that is. 2 1/8, so it's about there. So let's put a hole in there and set an eyelet. And we'll just go logically through this book. Well, that's my intention. Things never work out quite so readily. There we are. Push that forward and we'll set this eyelet. I'm lucky I just found, I was combing through my box of eyelets and I found a lovely lavender one, which will do the job absolutely perfectly. There we go. Ooh, could hear that one going. And I'm just going to alter the bottom one. These are not We Are Memory Keepers ones. They are from Craftelier, Spanish company, I think. And they don't crimp as well as the We Are Memory Keepers ones. But they do work after a fashion. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Lovely. Let's put that away because I don't think we need that anymore. Right, so moving on to the decoration. This doesn't get any more decoration and neither does this because it has ephemera line in there. But this is the envelope that we split so we could get a card in it. So I have put a card in. I've put this one in. It's from you get loads of ephemera with this kit, honestly, you really do. Masses. So I want to put a tab on it. So I took this piece of paper that was a remnant and I just put some card on the back. Hope you can see that. So just to give it a bit of substance, because I didn't think that the ephemera would be enough all by itself. The paper, I mean to say. So let's do that. Oh, come on, cut. Okay, it's going to be one of those days apparently. This doesn't want to cut. And I can't get another one out of it. I'm just going to have to cut around it, I think. I'll hand it to Mr. F. So the other ephemera that we're going to put in is the envelope that comes with, look at that, it's so nice. I haven't put anything in it. That's up to you what you want to put in. So that just lies behind the front cover and in front of that envelope. And then in this section here, we've got these beautiful tags. And I've used silk. This is your actual silk, not faux silk, and it's all frayed. It's just beautiful. And another little card that you get in the kit. So they go in there. And then as we come onto the sort of inside of the journal, this doesn't get decorated, but this does. So I've actually got another one that I'm doing at the same time. So I need to open that up and see what I did with it, so as I get the two the same. So I'm not showing you yet. Right, so that's got, I've got these all in various clips. Right, this is this one. So these are the bits of ephemera that's going in it. I'm not sure I've ever seen a kit with this much ephemera. It's monstrous amounts, and I cut them all out. Every single piece I backed with card and cut them all out. So what I want to do, this is the right way, that's the pattern there. I want to just make a mark where I want my pocket to come. So just in from the edge of the papered piece there. And I'd like it to be, I don't know, about that sort of height. That sort of height, I guess. There. So I'm going to put a mark there as well. Now, what I'm going to do is get my scoreboard out and score where those marks are. Don't cut anything off. Just score down there. Score where this one is. Just down there. Whoops. And score where that mark is. There we go. Right, so if I turn that over, I think you probably see the marks more clearly. You don't need to cut anything off this side or that side because it's alright, but if you're cutting it out of a whole piece of paper, you probably do. And this mark along the bottom, I don't need that much, I only need about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to cut that off about 1/2 inch, and that piece just becomes a remnant. So I want to trim the tops like that, little V away from the marked line. Trim the corners, you all know how to do this. And that one, there we go. And then I'm just going to fold those in, ink around it, fold them in and just burnish over them. Oh, Mr. F's managed to cut my tab, should I say, out, so I'll stick it on in a minute. Right, let's just ink around here. My poor old daub is at the end of its life, so I'm going to do it away from the project because it's shedding inky stuff everywhere. Right, there we go. So let's get that stuck on. So stick the bottom first. Just a little bit up from the bottom. Good 1/8 of an inch, nearly 1/4, something like that. Stick your bottom bit on. And then stick the sides on. And that's how we make a gusseted pocket. It's worth it, I think, because you can't get anything hardly in a pocket that isn't gusseted. So there we are, that's that. Lovely pocket number 1. Okay, so the ephemera that I want to put in it is this. Look at that tag. How gorgeous is that tag? And I've put silk in the top as well, and I've tied it with a bow with the hemp. So that's going to fit in there quite easily. That's it. and this little one. And I have actually, on the back of all of the ephemera, I have stenciled. So every single bit has been stenciled, and that goes there. And then this long thin one that I really like, I don't know what you'd use it for, but I like it, and that goes in there. And then we've got a label that we can put there. So let's just glue the label up. So it's really, really straightforward. Couldn't be any more straightforward, I don't think. Making pockets and stuff. It's what we do. So I'm going to put this fairly centrally, I think, which is the right way up that way. So about there. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so let's move along to the next one. And that is, which one is it? No, it must be this one. Okay, so that's all our ephemera, label, ephemera. As I say, that they are all stenciled on the back, and this is what's going to be our pocket. So it's the same thing again, just hold it up, mark down the edges, where you mark at the top where you want it, score that, and then score the bottom, which I haven't done already on this one. So I need to just score that bottom. Score your bottom. Oh, don't know about that. Half an inch is good. There we are. And this one's going to be an angled pocket, so it's slightly different, but we'll make the pocket up first. So fold and crease, or crease and bone folder, I should say. So these gussets on this are a little bit shorter, but it doesn't matter, it'll be all right. Along there, right. So let's fold those sides in and the bottom up so we can see the pocket. Now I want to make the pocket angled from this side where it's highest down to here. So where it's highest, I'm going to take that point and I want it to come down to about here, about there. I'll make a mark. And then you can, if you're using a knife, just cut it with a knife. I'm using a Timmy trimmer. So I want to get that pocket lined up right on the edge and that mark lined up right on the edge. Like that. So the point on one, mark on the other, and just cut that down. And that's just waste. So there we go, there's our pocket. Let's ink around it. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily make one of these if you're looking for a really quick project, because I'll tell you, it's the ephemera, it's not the actual building of the thing, it's the blinking ephemera. It took ages to stick them all onto card and ink around them, stencil them, put the ribbons in the top. That's nearly demented. I know. There are rumours that I am demented. Let's cut those bottom bits out. Right, so get a bit of glue on there. Well, I've just watched a really good serial killer thing this morning for breakfast. Good company while you're eating your breakfast. Serial killers. I don't know, why do we watch these things? They're just fascinating, aren't they? Because the people are so far removed from us. Well, I hope they are. So, yeah, get that stuck onto there. and that's just going to fit there perfectly. Way. Fantastic. Yeah, I used to always have the crown channels on. Used to always watch them while I was crafting. But then I got into the craft shopping channels, and they used to be good. They're not so good now. They had a bit of a sort of one channel took over another channel, and I don't know, the outcome of it is really they're basically not so good anymore. So here's the little label that I want to use, and I'm just going to pop that there. I think it looks nice there. Just about there. Lovely. That's nice. Nice. Right. So we need our ephemera in here. Look at that tag. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Shouldn't really be putting your tags in while your glue's still wet. Lovely. Right. If I come back to this and my tags are stuck in, I'm going to be really upset. And this one. And then this little one here. So that's lovely. It's looking really nice. So the next one along must be this one. It's the only one I've got left. So by the process of elimination vested in me, this must be the pocket. Is that right? No. This, I think, is the pocket. Right, okay, it's growing that way, so that's fine. So this is the first page of our journal. I'm just going to put this on. And same thing, exactly the same. Make your marks where you want your pocket to end, like that. Score them in. It's easier if you're not doing this on top of if you move your journal first before you get your scoreboard out, it's probably easier. But there we go. 1/2 inch down here. Actually, I'm going to make it just less than 1/2 inch because this isn't a very deep pocket. It just so happened it was a remnant that I had, so I'm using it up. And the same again. Let's clip off the little bits first. Clip those off. There. You don't need me to show you how to make pockets, I'm sure. So same thing, fold it in, fold it in, fold it in, ink around it, didn't put the lid on my glue. Hope it's going to work when we need it. A lot of inking in this journal, lot. There we go, so that's that one. So we'll stick this down. You could, if you wanted, put stenciling on your journal. I've left mine plain. I just like it like that. Okay, and fairly centrally. Yep, lovely. press that down. There we go. Ooh, that's caught a little bit of the paper there and brought the coating off. Oh dear, I'll have to ink that. Ink that to within an inch of its life. That is the problem with the matte paper, matte photo paper. It is a coating. Well, maybe that just needs a sticker, a label. Anyway, we've got that. So what we're putting in that is this lovely plain pink one, which is gorgeous, and this one, which I love. And that goes nicely there. Oh, actually, I want those the other way around. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is, I've got this little goldy coloured one that came with the kit. And I do want to use it up. Oh, hang on, I've just had an idea. A remedial idea for my problem down here. I'm going to make a little pocket for it and pop it in there. And I think I'm going to make my pocket now over where that bit is that's got damaged. Seems like a thoroughly sensible thing to do. So that's going to go in here. Okay. So let's trim that off about there. Let's just make a mark, because you know I'll forget. Trim that off. This was going to be, that pocket was going to be more to the side, actually. But it seems like a good way of, covering up that mistake. And I'm all for that. There we go. So, let's put that, is that loose on the bottom or? No, it's marked. Right, so I'm going to put that there, right to the bottom, like that. So I want the thinnest of beads of glue. So I don't want it to, thicken out when you stick it down. I know it does. Even thin beads of glue do, but just a nice thin bead. There we go. Let's get that over that nasty place there. There we are. I think that's all right. I just need a little trim, but I think we're okay. Yeah, it needs a little trim. There we are, that's fine. And this little yellow one then just goes into there. That's the plan. Oh, it doesn't want to. Oh dear, when things go wrong, things go wrong. So I'm going to have to trim that down a little. We're not going to be left with very much, are we? Same off the other side, otherwise it'll look wonky. Wonky, I tell you. It's going to look a bit strange anyway, because it's a bit thin, but let's see if that's going to fit. It might. Yeah, it's quite snug, but it does fit. So I'm going to leave that like that. That's fine, like that there. Okay, so that's just introducing that yellow that Jane put in the kit. So, what else do we need? We need our, where's the card gone? Here it is. So Mr. F's made my tab for me here, and it's going to go really nicely with that. So let's ink around there. That's the thing to do. Yeah, you get videos where just everything wants to go wrong. Just, you just got to work on through it, haven't you? Just carry on. So let's fold that over in half. Like that. Burnish that down and ink that edge. Lovely. And let's stick this on. Now it's needs to go as close to the top as I can get it. So about there, I would say. Yeah. That side look nicer. I don't know. Both look the same, really. Doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. So that's good. We don't have a right and a wrong way. And then I'm going to put an eyelet hole in this and put a little bit of ribbon just to brighten up the front, as if it wasn't bright enough. Right as far as I can get it, which is about there, I would say. Maybe down a touch. Yeah, there. Lovely. Yeah, that's great. That's marvellous, in fact. Get a Timmy towel out. Squish that down. Lovely. Right, so let's make a hole in here for a bit of ribbon. So I want it about there. And then I need my crocodile again, and I need another eyelet. I forgot I needed two, so one of these. Lovely. So let's make the hole first. Which is about there. And then we'll set this in there, or attempt to at any rate. That's fine. Put that to one side, we don't need you anymore. And I'm just going to use a little piece of gingham. This purple gingham, because I have used it throughout in tag tops and the like, and I like it. It's a nice contrast to the silk. So I just want to tie it. The ends are going to be too long, but cut them off. It'll be fine. I'm going to put another knot in there because it is on the front, so it might get a bit of wear. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm just going to cut those off. Could have saved myself some ribbon there, but every time I do it really tight, I can't tie the knot in it. So, right, let's just put a pin in that so it doesn't unravel everywhere. Right, so that's going to go in there. More haste, less speed this morning, without doubt. Right, that's lovely. Look at that. Come out the way, envelope. That's really, really nice. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're coming along. I think all we need to do now is put the tie on. I love this silk. It's so nice. Right, so you need more hemp, thread, whatever you call this, twine, than you think you do. You really do need quite a lot of it. I think that might be enough. Let's do one more. There we go. And same old glue trick. Glue stick trick. Glue stick trick. Just do that to the end. And I want that coming from behind through one of the holes in the button, back down through the other. Doesn't work too well with 4-hole buttons, this. I can't work out where to put the twine on it actually, so stick to a two button one, 2-hole button. What's wrong with you, woman? What can be wrong with you? Right, let's see where we are. Oh yeah, we've still got loads to go. So you want these even, you know, in half. So let's just put the ends together and pull that through till it's halfway. There we go. Marvellous, that's fine. Right, now we want to put the 2 holes through the eyelet. You shouldn't have a problem with that. The eyelet's quite big compared to the hemp. Pull that right through till the button's lying flush with it. Then you got, I want the ribbon on the top. Go round. And around, and then when you come to the button you just go round like that. Well, might as well come back down actually to there, and then I'm going to put a bead in. Just one single bead. Could put 2. I might put 2 actually, because this hasn't got 2 beads in the middle. So let's just glue stick these up, put the bead on, and two bits of twine does just go through here nicely. And yeah, I am going to put two on. I think the hole's the same size even in the slightly smaller one, so I'll give that a try. Let's hope so anyway. Ooh, yeah, there we are, lovely. So I've got a big one and a small one, that's nice. Let's put the lid on that. And let's make a knot. Let's make a knot again. Might not be quite so bad this time because we've got double twine, so I might not need, you know, quite so many knots as I had the last time when the twine was single. So I've put it through once, I put it through twice. Let's pull that and see what we've got. That's not going through there. That's brilliant. Cut that off. And keep those because you can tie around your bows on your ephemera. Yeah, so that's that. That's nice. Right, so shall we have a look and see what we've done? Oh, I don't think I've got the ephemera in the back yet. So yeah, let's check this out. So that just winds around there like that, and then it goes around the whole journal. I like using the twine because we've used the burlap there. That goes like that. Then we've got an envelope. Then we've got our card in there. Then we've got a little journaling card and a big tag, like that. Then we're inside, we've got that prettiness. Then this pocket, this pocket, this pocket. Don't think that needs a label because it's got this on it. So that's that. And then we've got the journal. This is an old ledger that I bought ages ago, and I've been hoarding it, as we do. I mean, we're always doing that, aren't we? I think it's from a stationery shop, so it's been written on there, but this side's clear, and I just like that. Actually, I've put a couple of bits of that in just for you to write on. There's our bead, another piece of that. It's quite a lot, you know. It's good journaling pages. It's the other side of that. There we go. And then on the back we've got the pocket there. That's nice. Then this one, that lovely big tag. Yeah, a label. This one, yep, all done. All done. What we don't have done, however, is the ephemera in the back. Now that is, put my crocodile on top of it. This, look at that, how beautiful is that? Just is. And I'm going to put it so it's facing the front, so when you come to it you'll see it the right way on. And I'm going to put that one there as well. So there's loads of, as well as the actual journal, there's loads of journaling, and that one as well. So pop that there. So that is that. It's just bursting full of goodness, and real goodness, you know. Not pseudo goodness, real goodness. So that just winds around there. It comes to the front and it goes around the button a couple of times. It's got a bead hanging off down here, a couple of beads here. It's really pretty, isn't it? And I'll just walk you through the other one, but it should be pretty much identical, hopefully. Hopefully it is. Right. So this has got the string and button closure. It's got an envelope, the envelope with the tag in it, a nice big tag and a small journaling card. Opens up like that, like that. Look at all this satin and silk, should I say. Goes nice with the gingham though as well, I like that. And the little pocket with the goldy one in it. The journal, which has got the same ledger paper in it. Pocket at the back. That opens up. We've got this pocket here, the slanty one. Nice, nice, nice. Folds over. And then we've got all the ephemera on the back. Like so. So yeah, there we go. This has got two in the middle because I didn't have that unfortunate event like we did on the one I've just been showing you. Of course it didn't happen when I did it alone. There, I just want that ribbon on the outside there like that. Bring this round and it just goes round the button like that. There we are. So there we have it. Two journals full of silk and so full of ephemera. I couldn't get any more ephemera in if I tried, and that is the truth. They're bursting with ephemera. So these will be up in my Etsy shop very soon, I hope you've enjoyed learning how to make one. It isn't difficult, but, be warned, it is time consuming. It's all that blooming ephemera. It takes forever. So I'll see you soon, I hope. And, if you do have a go at this and you're on our group, the Miss Paint A Lot Junk Journal group, please post your pictures because I love to see them. And different themes that you use, different flowers and papers, kits, whatever it is you're using, they give a totally different look to it. I did a lot of these at Christmas, last Christmas, and they look completely different in the red and the pinks that I used for those. So yeah, if you do them, please share them. I'd be dying to see them. And in the meantime, have a nice day and I'll see you soon. Bye.